Hi guys. So as some of you know, I'm adopted and I don't know where I'm from. 29 years old, and at the age of 2 I was adopted from Japan by two amazing American people. This year for Christmas, my grandma from Oregon got me an ancestry DNA kit, and this is going to decipher where my roots come from. So I'm excited to know where my birth parents are from, and this will give me a little more clarity. Wish me luck.
Now, why did the girls were so lovely to me?
We're expecting to be a full crowd, and ring boards, glass, everything.
I have no spit.
To get used to all that stuff. The way the pucks ring, the way the pucks bounce off the boards, and we wanted to experience that before they play. To tackle bouncing water and those things all around the house, inside and out. From deciding to clog shower heads to crusty dishwashers. CLR's
Oh, I don't know if that's
using the ingredients for safer chemistry. So
Okay.
in fact, for the third year in a row, CLR has been named a safer choice partner by the EPA. For the nastiest jobs in the house, reach for CLR.
Here goes my DNA.
Home Hardware, Home Depot, Superstore, Loblaw,
And now I wait 6 to 8 weeks. Doesn't fit.
Is it not slam it in?
Now what? Wait. Oh my god. Oh my god! I'm Vietnamese. I'm Vietnamese. What is that? Dai Thai? So does that mean my mom's Vietnamese and my dad's Chinese? No, my mom's Chinese, my dad's Vietnamese. I'm so confused. So, I guess I am half Vietnamese. My birth father, my biological father, is Vietnamese, and my biological mother is a little bit more gray, where we have a region of South China, Laos, Thailand, could be Vietnam. Southeast Asia would be the safe bet to say. But this DNA testing was great because I never would have thought that I had any Vietnamese in me. I'm glad I have visited Vietnam. And as soon as I found out that I am half Vietnamese, I went straight on Google Images, typed in Vietnamese people, and I stared at them, looked in the mirror, and then stared at them again, and then looked in the mirror, and I'm like observing my face to see what part of my genetics would be, Vietnamese. So the reason why I'm doing this entire video and putting it together and publishing it in the world is out there. I was hoping that I could get some clarity. I could get some help, actually. This is an interesting journey that I've been on in the last 29 years. I've always known I was adopted. My parents now have been always good at telling me I was adopted and trying to explain it for years and years growing up. And not until I was 11 years old did I actually understand what it means to be adopted. And I've gone through ups and downs as any kid really would. And I feel like this video could help others that have been adopted or are thinking about adopting children, that it's not always gonna be easy, but it's gonna be okay. And so I'm hoping that this video would spread somehow and reach someone that can help me get more answers. So What I do not have is a birth certificate. So let me tell you what we think we know. My parents now, when they were in Japan, hired a detective, and the detective thinks that my birth parents in Japan gave me to an old man who was a neighbor of theirs. And then this old man may or may not have kept me for a bit and walked me to the police station. One of the policemen kept me for a little bit, I don't know how long, and ended up taking me to the orphanage. Now, we've asked the orphanage if they have any information of this policeman, and they have nothing. Therefore, my birth certificate is not real. It is a fake birth certificate. That's July 12th, 1989, and that was the day that I was adopted. The reason why they think I was 2 years old when I was in the orphanage is due to the dentist looking at my teeth, and so they predicted how old I could possibly be, and they thought I was 2 years old. I don't have a real name that was given by my birth parents, and yeah, so I have no information on me whatsoever, and I just was hoping for more answers. Now, I have a brother who's also adopted, and he was adopted from Japan from a different orphanage by my parents, and unlike me, he has everything he needs to meet his birth parents if he wanted to. Now, he has his real birth name, he is full Japanese, he knows his birth parents' name, I think, and he has his real birthday. So he has all the information he needs to meet them if he wanted to, but he doesn't want to. And that's okay, that's completely okay. And I'm sure half the people that are adopted feel the exact same way. But opposed to me, I'm like Curious George. I just want to know everything. And I have so many questions for my birth parents, whether I have birth siblings or not, and where my mother is from, and just their personalities, just to get to know them as people would be really nice. And obviously, a huge question would be, why was I given up, you know? So, I'm hoping that this video can help me move on to the next steps in this process to find my birth parents. Now, you never know if I may never ever find my birth parents or meet them or get more information past this point, but it doesn't hurt to try. But I cannot thank my parents that have raised me enough for where I am now. My parents are beautiful, beautiful people with big hearts. They've adopted animals and disabled me and my brother, you know. We've lived all over the world, and I have only them to thank for the experiences that I have lived throughout my life. And I feel so blessed to be where I am now and to have met the people that I have met, and I'm just really thankful. So in closing, if you are able to give me any advice or lead me in the right direction, guide me in the right direction, or you just want to say hi and ask me whatever questions you have, I am more than happy to answer them for you. So my contact will be here shortly. Thanks for listening, guys.